At the age of 13, she was hospitalised with severe anorexia. She says her mother rejected the hospital's treatment plan.
They wanted to include medication, and she refused because Falun Gong has a principle where you are absolutely not allowed to have any kind of medical treatment. It means you are a bad practitioner. It means you do not fully trust Master Li.
Green, green, blue.
Shani May watched her mother Colleen drift away from them after joining the movement. She had to pressure Colleen to visit her grandson Ellery in hospital after he developed a tumour.
I always thought of grandmas as being in a hospital and being there for you all the time. And the old mum would have been there straight away. So she arrived, he was in bed, he really wasn't well. She stayed for an hour, although the whole hour she kept looking at her watch. And I kept saying, you know, stop looking at your watch and just be here with us. But her mind was somewhere else.
15, 10, and a line of jive.
Shani's father was the famous jazz singer Ricky May. They had grown up a tight-knit family. Colleen was a glamorous dancer. They travelled the world together until Ricky died of a heart attack in 1988. Years later, Colleen found solace in Falun Gong.
She saw them in the park. She passed one day and she came home and she said, oh, I met these lovely people in the park and they do meditation once a week and I'm going to go down and do that with them.
What seemed to be harmless soon took over her life as she became obsessed with studying Master Li's teachings and organising protests against the Chinese government.
As time grew on, there was something to do every day of the week, and then it was a couple of nights a week, then it was weekends. So it really took over.
It's amazing. She put everything in diaries.
Shani's frustration turned to despair when Colleen fell ill but refused to see doctors or take medicine.
See, I tell her, you're not well, you have to go see a doctor, and she kind of brushes it off as, you know, I've just got a sore throat. Yet she knew she wasn't well. Body aching, coughing, throat sore.
Colleen wrote in her diaries that she would cleanse and meditate.
She literally just drink water. First day up for a while since Sunday, 4 days in bed, have had a huge cleanse. She was put on medication for high blood pressure. And when she joined Falun Gong, slowly she started not taking medication, as in if she had a headache, she wouldn't take Panadol, she'd go do exercises. If she had a sore leg or a sore back, then she'd lie down. And because of that, then she decided that she didn't need the blood pressure tablets.
Jonathan Lee denies Falun Gong tells people to avoid hospitals or to stop taking medicine.
I haven't been to a doctor for 10 years. My health has changed quite a bit. If I have a fall or something, maybe I'll go to the hospital. There's nothing prevent me from going to a hospital. But in the meantime, because of Falun Gong, I don't need to go to the hospital.
He insists Falun Gong is a force for good, devoted to the three principles of truth, compassion, and forbearance.
Don't tell lies, always tell the truth, whatever you perceive to be truth. Shan means compassionate. You treat people compassionately, you treat people nicely, because Falun Gong believes that reincarnation, there's always somebody watching you. So compassionately treating this world.
In Taiwan, we hear a different story. Ben Hurley was a Falun Gong practitioner for 12 years. He's now left the movement and works there as a freelance business journalist. He says he was attracted to Falun Gong during a difficult period in his youth. Contrary to Jonathan Lee, he claims Falun Gong does discourage people from taking medicine.
In Falun Gong, teachings are, you don't you don't acknowledge illnesses. There's plausible deniability because Lee has a range of teachings in there, ways that says, if you're sick, go to the hospital. But they're always in a sort of pass-off kind of disclaimer sort of a way. And the thrust of the teachings is that Master Lee can cure all of your illnesses, and you just have to believe in him.
So people are dying because of Master Lee?
Oh, absolutely. They're dying because of the teachings of Master Lee. They're dying because of his dangerous teachings, and because of their belief, their belief to the point of being willing to die for those teachings.
Ben Hurley knew Colleen May as a fellow practitioner in Sydney. He witnessed people telling her not to get medical treatment.
But there definitely was a group of people just encouraging her just to strengthen her belief that she'd be able to get through this.
3 years ago, at the age of 75, Colleen died from strokes and seizures caused by high blood pressure.
If it wasn't for Falun Gong, then she'd still be with us. It would have taken 2 tablets a day and she'd still be with us till, I believe, in her 90s easily. She was healthy. I would always joke to people saying that Mum's going to outlive me.
Years ago, July 20th, 1999, the Chinese Communist Party started the persecution of Falun Gong in China.
Lucy Zhao is president of the Falun Dafa Association of Australia. I asked her if she felt any responsibility for Colleen May's death.
Colleen actually is a good friend of mine. I feel very sad for her family, and her health improved after she practiced Falun Gong. So whether she actually continued to take medication or not is her personal choice. So personally, I didn't told her or pressure her not to take medication.
Some people did, according to people we've spoken to. They said, do not take medicine, put your trust in Master Lee and the teachings.
That's probably the interpretation, personal interpretation of those practitioners that's close to her. But personally, I didn't.